Hello and welcome to today's practice. The focus for today's practice will be the core, the arms, and the spine. So, for just a few of the movements, there will be an option to use a set of light weights. So, if you have a set, just set those right out to the side, but don't worry about it. If you don't have a set, you'll just be doing the same movement without the light weights. Same, if you have a set of yoga blocks, you can catch hold of those, and those can go near the front short side of the mat, just setting those out to the side. You can place those on their lowest height. And then we'll begin seated. So, if possible, you want to prop your pelvis up on a pillow or an extra folded blanket. So, this is going to give you a little lift in the hips so that you have more of a diagonal from the pelvis down toward the knees. And by sitting right on the edge of the bolster or the pillow versus right in the center, you sit on the edge, you'll get a little bit of a tilt of the pelvis forward, and that is going to help you to create some curvature in the lower back. Once you're all set up, you can let your hands rest on your thighs. Palms can be face up or down. And then you can gently close your eyes. We'll take the first minute here in stillness, allowing the body to settle into stillness. Feeling the more subtle movement that happens in the body as a result of the breath flow. As you focus on your breath, this will help to bring the mind into a more focused and steady state. Feel the muscles of the face soften and relax. The mind can have a tendency to be processing the past or in anticipation of the future. But as you sit and breathe, the mind aligns with the present. And like to use the very simple affirmation, be here now. Be here now. Deep breath in through the nose. Soft sigh out through the mouth. Deep breath in through the nose. Soft sigh out through the mouth. Slowly allow the eyes to open. We're going to bring the body forward into the table. So you can move your pillow or your yoga bolster off to the side. You could support the knees with a blanket. And you'll want to have your hands as wide or just slightly wider than the shoulders. We'll start with a simple cat-cow flow here. So spread through the fingers. You'll almost want to feel like you're hugging the mat with the hands. And then on your next breath in, you'll release the belly down toward the floor and lift up through the heart and chin. As you take your next exhalation, press into the hands, round the spine. So you're going to feel the shoulder blades draw apart, the tailbone will tuck, and the belly button's going to scoop inward so you feel your abdominals engage. Breathe in, release the belly, lift the heart. So come into cow tilt in the pelvis and spine. Exhale, round the spine, coming into cat stretch. Feel the shoulder blades draw away from one another. One more time, that exact same way. Breathe in, release the belly, lift through the heart. Exhale, press the hands and round the spine. I'm going to breathe in, release the belly once more. Cow tilt, so lift through the heart, lift through the chin. Now we're going to come into hover table. So you're going to come to neutral, curl the toes. Keep the spine in neutral, but you're going to lift the knees so that they're hovering away from the earth. So knees and shins are about parallel to the floor. On your next breath in, release the knees back down. Again, release the belly. Lift the heart and chins. Come back into cow tilt. And then exhale, curl the toes. Bring the spine to neutral, hover table. So lift the knees. Pause here. Take another breath in and out. One more time. Breathe in, release the knees. Cow tilt. Release the belly, lift the heart and chin. And then you're going to exhale, hover table once more. Neutral in the spine, curl the toes. Lift the knees. See if you can keep your knees really stable. So knees are in line more with the second toes versus collapsing in toward one another. Gaze is down at the space between the two thumbs. Take your last breath in and out here. And then as you breathe in, we're going to take the knees down. They can even go a little wide, big toes closer touching. We're going to start to move the pelvis back, coming into child's pose, also called Balasana. So you can inch your hands a bit forward. Take a breath in and out. You might even tent the hands. This just means to come up onto the fingerprints. So you're pressing down into the fingerprints. You'll feel the muscles around the hands and the fingers activate. You'll feel a slight lift of the center of your palms. Good. We're going to walk over to the left for a moment. So the block that's to the left, if you're using it, you can place your right hand on the block. Left elbow can bend. Spread through the left fingers. Take a breath in and out here. Come through the center and over to the right. You can place the left hand on the block if you're using it. Bend the right elbow. Spread the fingers on the right hand. And then make your way back to the center. And then you're going to make your way to the table. So come up through hands and knees, and we'll take a downward facing dog for a moment. So curl the toes, lift the knees, and feel the sitting bones reach up toward the sky. So you want to pedal out through your feet and your knees. So it's sometimes called walking the dog. You're just going to bend one knee and the heel of the leg that's straight or mostly straight is going to reach toward the floor, and then you're going to switch sides. Just aware of the sensation that's happening as the weight distribution shifts and changes, the sensation through the feet and up through the calves. If it feels good to find stillness for a breath or two, find stillness and just know that the pose is not necessarily about getting the legs straight. So you want to find length in the spine, and that may require you to bend the knees a bit, especially if there's a lot of tightness or restriction in the hamstrings. So just feel free, bend the knees as much as feels good in the body, and if there's a lot of openness in the hamstrings, you can feel free to straighten the knees more. Take a breath in. And now as you're exhaling, we'll take the knees back down into table. Now for a moment, we're going to come to stand on the knees. And this is where if you have a set of weights, you could catch hold of the weights. You're going to stand on the knees for a few rounds of cactus arms. So you can do this with or without the weights. You're just going to breathe and extend the arms up. And then exhale, bend the elbows. So you want to feel here the shoulder blades really gently hug toward one another. Then inhale, re-extend the arms by ears. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. And exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. You can bring the weights together and then slide the weights down into the heart. Coming forward, you can set the weights out to the right, to the left. Once again, coming into table. They're going to let the weight shift into the right knee but while extending your left leg back behind you. So you can keep the left toes curled under and connected to the mat initially. And then we'll start a flow here. So as you breathe in, lift the toes away from the floor. As the leg lifts, release the belly and lift through the heart. Now as you exhale, you're going to bring your left toes back down to the mat and round through your spine. Now you can stay right here in this cat stretch, or you can lift the right knee and maybe the right toes away from the floor so you come into a crouching plank. Then as you breathe in, your right knee will come back down. Your left toes will lift. Release the belly, lift the heart. Exhale again, left toes down. Press the hands round the spine. Maybe lift the right knee or knee and the foot. Breathe in, lower the right knee. Float the left leg. Lift through the heart. Exhale, left toes meet the mat, round the spine, maybe lift the right knee, maybe lift the foot, round in the back. Lower the right knee down. Lift the left toes away from the floor. We're just going to walk the hands out to the right. As you walk the hands to the right, then you can take this left knee, start to curl it in, and step the foot forward. Now here you might catch hold of the blocks. Usually for low lunge, on Janayasana, I like to take the blocks to the highest height. So you want to think about the left heel and the right knee drawing toward one another. As you do that, the tailbone will lengthen down and you're going to feel an engagement up in the pelvic floor, and the navel will also engage to the spine. So you're really strong in the center of the body. Slide your left hand to your left hip, stretch your right arm by your right ear, and we'll twist here. So this right arm is going to come across the body. Now, can land on the outer left thigh for a slightly deeper twist. Feel free to take the right elbow to the outer thigh and then the left hand together in prayer. But just know whatever feels the best in your body is the best option for you. So slightly more mild or deeper twist. You want to continue to feel the outer left thigh pressing a bit into either the right hand or the right elbow. Take your last exhale here. We're going to inhale, come around to the center for a moment. Send your fingertips up toward the sky, and then exhale, let your hands come back down, framing your left foot, curl your right toes under, lift your right knee. You can move the blocks out to the side, step the left foot back, come into downward facing dog, and just take a moment to either pedal or find stillness. Breathe in, and then as you exhale, lower your knees back down to table. Send your right leg back, keep the toes curled under. Then as you're breathing in, lift the right toes away from the floor, lift the heart. As you exhale, right toes come down, you're gonna round your spine, stay there, or lift just the left knee, or left knee and toes. Knee and nose move toward one another. Inhale, lower the left knee, float the right toes, release the belly and lift the heart. Exhale, round the spine. Take your version here, crouching plank. Inhale, left knee down, right toes float, lift the heart, lift the chin. Exhale, lower the toes, round the spine. Your version of crouching plank. Inhale, take the knee down, float the left toe, or the right toes rather. Now you're gonna keep the right leg lifted. You're gonna walk the hands to the left long side of the mat and then take your right foot and step it forward so you can catch hold of your blocks. Maybe take the blocks on their highest height. Feel the right heel and the left knee energize toward one another. Lengthen the tailbone down. Right hand to right hip, left arm stretches nice and high. And then as you exhale, bring the left arm across the body. So the hand to the outer right thigh or the left elbow to the outer right thigh, maybe taking the hands together in prayer. Take another 2 cycles of breath here. Okay, and then you're gonna take a breath in and find your way back to the center. Send your fingertips up to the sky, and then as you exhale, let your hands come down. Frame your right foot, lift your left knee, moving the blocks. We'll find our way back into downward dog. Take one more round of breath here. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, let the knees come down to the mat. We're going to shift back into the right knee, send the left toes back, and you can always keep the left toes connected to the mat. You can float the left toes away from the floor, you can stay there, or maybe send your right arm by your right ear. Just take another round or two of breath here in the spinal balance. Take a breath in. As you exhale, right hand and left knee come down. Same pose, right, second side, right leg extends, toes stay down or lift, left arm extends. Steady your gaze. One more breath in. Exhale, left hand comes down, right knee comes down. So again, we'll walk in toward the knees. If you're using the weights, catch hold. We're going to do one more set of the cactus arm. So your arms are going to go up by your ears, palms turn to face forward. Exhale, bend the elbows. Feel your shoulder blades draw toward one another, and then inhale to re-extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. Let's do 2 more. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. Last one. Exhale. Inhale, bring the hands together, slide the palms down into the heart. We'll put the weights out to the side, slide your hands into table, curl your toes, lift your knees, downward facing dog. All right, so from here, we're gonna put the weight into the right ball of the foot. Inhale, left heel sweeps nice and high. Exhale, curl your left knee in. Step your left foot by your left wrist. Lower the back knee down. Take a breath in. Circle sweep your arms, widen up. Exhale, frame your left foot. Lift your right knee. Step it back, down dog. Next breath in, right heel lifts up, down dog split. Exhale, curl your right knee into your chest. Step your right foot forward. Lower your back knee. Breathe in. Circle sweep your arms. Widen up. Exhale, frame your right foot. Curl your left toes under. Lift your knee. Step it back. Down dog. Let's do that again. Breathe in. Left heel lifts nice and high. Exhale, curl your left knee in. As the knee is curling in, lift your hips up nice and high. That'll make it easier to step forward. Take the right knee down. Breathe in, circle sweep. Exhale, frame your left foot, curl your right toes, lift your right knee, step it back. Down dog, right heel lifts, breathe in, nice smooth sweep up of the heel. Exhale, curl your knee to chest, press your hands, lift your hips high, step forward, take your back knee down. Inhale, sweep your arms. Exhale, frame the front foot, lift your back knee, step back, down dog. We're gonna go one more time on each side. Inhale, left heel lifts high, down dog split. Exhale, curl your left knee in, step your foot forward, take your back knee down. Breathe in, circle sweep. Exhale, frame your left foot, right knee lifts, step the left foot back. Breathe in, right heel's gonna lift, down dog split. Exhale, curl your knee in, step your foot through, lower your back knee. Last time, breathe in, sweep your arms high. Exhale, frame your right foot, lift your back knee, step back, down dog. All right, take your toes in down dog, step back 1 or 2 inches, lift your heels high. Tuck your chin a bit into your chest, and then you're gonna roll your body forward out into plank. So feel free, if needed, adjust your toes again. Now knees can remain lifted, or you can take your knees down. We're gonna come down to the chest. So if the knees are up, you wanna move a little more toward the tips of your toes. Begin to bend your elbows and lower down to your chest and ribs. We call these cobra push-ups. So good for the arms, good for the spine. You're gonna press into the hands. Hands are tucked underneath the low chest. Press into the feet. Bhujangasana flow. Press into the hands. Use your arms to help lift your chest. And then exhale as you melt back down. Inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. 2 more times. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Very last time. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. You can stack your hands. Rest your forehead down on your stacked hands. Give a little sway of your hips from side to side. Right, so feel free. You can always just stay right as you are. If you like, you can, as gracefully as possible, roll to your spine. I know that's not the smoothest transition, but just as gracefully as you can, roll onto your back. Adjust your body. Pick the right foot up. Give a little squeeze of the right knee, right thigh in. Maybe take your left leg out along the floor. Just a half knee to chest. Keep the right thigh in for a moment. Bring the left knee in. Ardha Apanasana, half knee to chest. Right foot plants or right leg extends. Last out breath here. Keep your left leg in for a moment. Hug your right knee in. So we take Apanasana, full knees to chest. Give a little sway from side to side if you like. And you can take Ananda Balasana, the happy baby pose if you like, by separating the knees, stacking the ankles over the knees. You can always hold the feet, hold the ankles, hold the calves. Get a little bit of swaying to side. Okay, last breath in and out. Your feet can come down. Take a few windshield wiper sways from side to side. We'll take the legs out, coming into Shavasana, final rest. Arms go down in a low V, palms face up. Let your feet be somewhat wide, heels drop down and toes fall open. Softly close your eyes and let your breath pattern return to its natural resting rate. Feeling the body settle into stillness. As you release and relax the arms and the legs, this encourages greater relaxation in the core of the body, greater relaxation in the nervous system. So we're shifting into rest and digest as the body relaxes. At your home, please feel free, stay here, resting in Shavasana for as long as you like. If you feel ready to transition, you can allow your knees one at a time to bend. And then just notice the connection of your feet to the earth. Stretch one arm by the ear, and whatever arm you've chosen, that's the direction you're going to roll. You're going to roll onto the side body. Rest the hands, and then start to lift the body up to your seat. As you come up, you can let your hands come together in prayer at your heart. Sit tall. Thank you for joining me for today's practice. The light within me sees and bows to that same light that exists within you. Thank you.